Hey, my name is Kara. I'm an ultrasound tech and welcome to my new YouTube channel. So if you are here from my TikTok, welcome, and if you are not, also welcome. And my page is going to be about everything ultrasound, but mostly pregnancy ultrasound. So if you are on your pregnancy journey and you would like to know more about your ultrasounds, then I hope my page will be helpful for you. This first video, I am going to talk about the types of exams that we do during an obstetrical ultrasound. So I will be talking about the four main types of exams that you can expect during your pregnancy ultrasound. And the first one is going to be a pregnancy dating ultrasound. So in Canada, where I scan, this is done best between 7 to 10 weeks. That is the guidelines that we work within, and this is going to give us the most accurate due date. So as you can imagine, the dating ultrasound is to essentially date the pregnancy, get a due date for your pregnancy. If you are under the 7-week mark, then unfortunately the due date isn't going to be as accurate, but we always want to wait until you are 7 weeks along. But again, ideally the window is between 7 to 10 weeks when you are getting that first ultrasound scan. Now the second scan is the nuchal translucency ultrasound. This is a chromosomal screening ultrasound. What this means is it will figure out what your risk factor is for having a baby with a chromosomal abnormality. What we will do is we will scan baby at around the 12-week mark, and we are measuring the fluid at the back of baby's neck. That measurement of fluid combined with the blood test that you will get the same day, as well as your relevant past medical history, is going to give you a risk factor as to whether or not baby has an increased risk for chromosomal abnormalities. The most common one that we usually think about is trisomy 21, but this screen also detects for trisomy 18, 13, as well as other genetic abnormalities as well. The third exam is the anatomy ultrasound, or the detailed ultrasound. This one is done between 18 and 22 weeks, although we say the sweet spot is usually between 19 and 20 weeks. And as the name implies, this is the one that checks all of baby's anatomy. So we are taking pictures of baby from head to toe. Personally, I take between 100 and 120 pictures during this scan, so as you can imagine, it is very, very extensive, and it takes about 30 to 45 minutes. During this scan, you can also find out baby's gender if you would like, which is very exciting for many parents, but that is the third scan that you may get during your pregnancy. The last scan that I'm going to talk about is called a biophysical profile scan, or a BPP scan. This also can be used interchangeably with a growth scan, at least that's what it is at my clinic. Anytime we get a third trimester scan, we are automatically doing growth as well as a biophysical profile. But with where I scan in Canada, it is only ordered if there is some sort of concern with baby in the third trimester. So any scan after the anatomy scan in the second trimester is usually only ordered if there is some sort of issue that arose from the second trimester anatomy scan, or if there are concerns in the third trimester, and that is why mom is being sent to us in the third trimester to usually evaluate growth is kind of the biggest thing. But this scan, we are going to mostly focus on baby's growth, and the biophysical profile does focus on things like baby's movement and baby's breathing, as well as how much fluid is in mom's tummy at that time. So hopefully this has been helpful, especially if you have not been pregnant before and this is your first time going through all of the rigmarole of getting ultrasound scans. And although I do scan in Canada, and this is just the standard for Canada, I also understand that many people in Canada don't actually get all of these exams. Some of them only get the anatomy exam, which is what was commented on one of my TikTok videos that I made about the standard exams in Canada. It kind of just seems like it depends mostly on your doctor. So don't be discouraged if you feel like you are getting less scans or more scans from your doctor, but it is also important to have an open line of communication with your doctor. So if, let's say, you want the nuchal ultrasound done, but your doctor is not really thinking about ordering it, it is really important to have that conversation and just talk about what scans you'll be getting, as well as any additional ones that you may be wanting or that you're curious about. And of course, make sure to subscribe to my channel, leave any comments below about any questions you have or any video suggestions, and we'll see you on the next video.